Here's today's adventure then, in Monmouth, in South Wales. We're following a railway which around, we just about make out the track of it there, look. That's the only part of it that you can see. And it was the Wye Valley Railway, of course. I started off the tramway, went through various owners, and of course ended up under GWR as the Wye Valley Railway. Right, the wonderful side-by-side maps then. We're here in Monmouth. And we're actually parked where it says Cattle Market. We're going to walk down here on the footpath to the junction of the Mono and the Wye, see if we can see anything down there. Then we'll come back through the park up to the road bridge, cross over there, and this is where we pick up our railway. Now maps suggest that that's a cycle and footpath from there all the way down to there, which is where the Troy station was, one of two stations in Monmouth. The other one was north of the road bridge tunnel. Ooh, what's the chances? Let's go take a look. Monmouth then, and we're on the banks of the River Mono, which makes that the Mono Bridge then, with a timber issue through there, and a bit of a rapid. Right. I don't know that's anything to do with what we're doing today, because we're heading this way. Downstream. First objective is to get to the river bridge. So we set off along here to the autumnal colours. Yeah, a nice day for an autumn walk. So far anyway. River Mono on our right. That's quite spectacular with a bit of sunshine. So that's the main road, the bypass as it were, so keep that on our right, we can't go wrong, in theory. This is the road bridge, quite a structure in its own right. But I think the concrete post there speaks of railway. It's what they use. I can't think what it's doing here. Need to go back in time to find that out, I guess. None of which, of course, is helping us on our quest. Right. Keep road on right. Oh, for a minute there, I thought we were going to have to actually walk alongside the road on the pavement. But we've found what I think is a footpath. Time will tell. Still with autumn about. And all these fit people here playing tennis and whatnot. Good. Oh, very pretty park this time of year. Getting rid of the leaves here. Nature doing its thing in the ground. Well, this is where the park walk ends in, and then we head in that direction. But over there I can see a traffic light sign, which means we're close to the bridge. Working on that theory. Keeps us nicely off the road. We're going to get a lot of road noise now, I guess. Right, alongside there. Here you have the decorative ironwork, the original security fence, and that's the modern equivalent. the old grammar school. Voice over here, isn't it? Glorious. Serve and obey. Don't let my wife see that. The garden gates of the old grammar school. Where we're headed. Fortunately, we've got an underpass to cross this thing. Very fortunate. Quick look at the road bridge. On the far end was a rail bridge, all gone out of tree. On that side of the river there was the old Mayhill station. But looking across there now, I don't think I'm going to bother to look. Right there. I'm going to get a better shot from the other side. There's a date for you then. And that's looking upriver. On the opposite bank, next to the playing field, you can see the embankment. Running along there. We should be on that soon. From here you can make out the rise in the road. This must be the rail bridge then. This is the remnants of the old rail bridge. And that's looking north. So it went down there. There was a temporary station built down there before they finished the river crossing. So the railway heads down there. We'll find out how to reach it. Up there somewhere, I'm guessing. Well, that's somewhat disappointing. I'm sure we've got access farther down because it shows it on the map. I did want to look at that bridge. It looks somewhat special. Oh well. Let's see what we find down here then. The embankment runs along there, on the edge of the playing field. A splendid old house here on the side of the road. In need of a bit of TLC by the look of it. I'm looking hopefully ahead for a footpath sign. We have what would have been an accommodation bridge here off to the right. But they don't want us in there. Well, that's clear enough. Pity, because it looks a nice structure. However, off to the left we find this. Now, this is going to take us onto the top of the embankment. There's stones on the floor, which indicates some sort of official preparation. Let's see what we find. Right, well, we've achieved the track bed then, something. Playing field off to our right. Right, let the hunting begin. That's more like it. I'm going for that being a railway fence post. Am I kidding me? Or and down there is a track, which may be a track or it may be a siding. Private siding perhaps. We'll see what happens along here. Nice picture. Autumn. This is a very steep embankment. Well, it's not as tall as a lot, but it's pretty steep. I think we might find that down there is the railway in that track, and we're actually on the flood defences. But that down there is impassable at the moment. Due to a fallen tree, if I can find it somewhere. So we'll stick with what we got. It's a pretty walk if nothing else. Surface is good too, at the moment. Oh, this is looking promising. A hard surface coming up. Okay, well this is looking good. Hope that's not for the NHS. Water stop valve there, look. Obviously you carried the pipes along here during the day. What a wonderful spot. Obviously the viaduct over the Wye. If you look off to the right in amongst the branches, that's the viaduct that took the line into the forest, or from the forest if you prefer. We've actually got proper steps here. God, this is posh. Pretty special, isn't it? Well, this is what we've come to see. Just look at that. What a structure. Isn't that beautiful? Thankfully still used as a footpath. So that carried the Ross to Monmouth line over the Wye. Isn't that beautiful? I have a job leaving here, I can see that now. Then of course in that direction, the viaduct. Thought I could see somebody standing up there. It's actually a fence post. Wonderful engineering. Parkinson's wobble's giving me a bit of a pain in the right. There's a picture here somewhere. It's not bad. Let's try along there a bit. Can I capture the mistiness in the distance? I'm trying to find the definitive shot. I think that's it. A bit closer in. Tricky. Well, I don't know that it's a better angle, but it's different. Probably as good as it's going to get. Right, got top side. Just one more shot at it. Huge tubes there supporting the bridge. And there's some beautiful stonework here on the buttress. That's nice. Right, back on top now then. Let's take a look. Huge cross braces there, crikey. Now, I'm not sure if these things here are what the rails were attached to or were in between it. There are some holes, but not on every one. There's a hole there. It looks like it was drilled to stop a crack going any farther. But on this side, could have supported a chair. Two holes which could have supported a chair, but they're also along the line of a crack. I don't see, oh, I see a few more over here. There's a single hole there. A double hole there, and that's stopping cracks, isn't it? It's not consistent size. Yeah, that's what that's doing. So my guess is, and it is a guess, that the rail supports went between these supports. Unless of course they were laid on top of it. What a privilege. Well, it's not easy to walk on. Get your stride right. Oops. Some sort of joint here. Interesting. Okay, I'm going to make a dash for the other side. Take the occasional shot. Not bad. From here you can make out the abutment on the other side. Let me get you in. There, look. Then looking upstream, you can see where the River Monmouth joins the Wye. Right there. This is John Sparks' territory here. Photographer's dream. I could run out of car parking if I'm not careful. Another joint here between these two sections. No roof on this one, but they have had to cut through the supports here. That's the opposite side, just showing you where they've cut the supports away. I shall long remember that site. Beautiful. Right, we'll plough on. We're on the opposite side of the Wye now, and we're heading for the station, Troy Station. Unfortunately there's nothing there. So we're going to film what's not there then. There you go, Parkinson's walks. And goodbye to you. From here, if you look carefully, you can see the abutments on either side in a shaky camera. Ooh. Yeah, good. Pretty. Just look at that in the sunlight. Graceful, isn't it? Don't you think? I can spend the rest of the day filming that if I'm not careful. Need to move on. A little bit farther on and the viaduct's getting ever closer. Whether it make an actual joint, I don't know. We're going to find out. I don't know what this thing's focusing on. Not what I want, I don't think. What does that leave? That needs some TLC there. A little bit of remedial work, I fancy. Alright, keep heading on. And then before you know it, there it is. One viaduct. With little chance of access, I fancy. This section right by an accommodation crossing. Just pick it out there in the weeds. Not really a better look on the other side either. Pity. A bit steep to go down. As you would expect, severely fenced off. And if you breach that, I don't honestly think you're going to get very far. But we had to check. Let's see if we can make it back. That's the hard part. Stilettos, there's our shower. As always, you risk your neck up a steep climb and then find 10 paces farther on is an easy route. Oh well. Now you can see this is now a lot wider because it's the rails from the viaduct are joining us on the left, and we're all heading for the station. Well, sort of. Don't want to get you too excited. Well, hopefully that picture shows that we're on a high embankment once again. Does that need levelling up like that? Is that level? Far enough. So you can see that once again we're on quite a high embankment. Hope we get that from that picture. The gnarly old tree. It's clear over the edge. Right. Not a sleeper post in sight. And here off to the side, a rather posh plate layer's hut. Those bricks look kind of modern. Graffiti's not up too much. There you have it, the standard fireplace. Ah, must be later edition this one, I would think. The brickwork looks almost new. Still, it didn't close fully until the 1960s, so could be, I guess. Right, onward. A bit narrow. Ooh. Well, that's by the so-called bricklayer's hut. Something mysterious here, because that's not a railway hinge post. Don't know. Needs investigation. Bit of a flimsy gate to put across a railway. An open patch, and yeah, we're very close to the station now. There are the houses. See, it all opens out. Marshalling yards and all sorts were on here. And a tunnel. I rather suspect the road has taken over the tunnel. Why wouldn't you use one that's already there and just open it out? There's a huge space here, look. And the plans show us all sorts of sidings and goodness knows what. So this is Troy Station. Welcome to Troy Station. Troy, this is Troy. This used to be the terminus until the line was extended to Chepstow through the tunnel. And of course over that viaduct Join the Farsadine. So that's all you get from me today, folks. See if there's anything else worth filming, but this could well be it. See you on the next one. I'm not quite done yet. You can hear that road from here, can't you? A tarmacked area, look. Now, was this the station car park? Or was it goods unloading? No evidence of white lines that I can see. A rather fine wall on our left. Fenced off there is a building of sorts. I think it's very substantial. What then is that? No, not that, that's a weed. Some sort of station building, gotta be. Some brickwork there you can just make out. The camera's not going to play on this one. I'm filming this more in hope than anything else. It's a covered area with a concrete floor and an engineering brick building. Well, that's what we've got. A different angle, of course. Whatever that might be. And a visit from the Vandals by the looks of it. Doorway down there. Mystery. Not used, obviously. So, something to do with the railway. We don't know what. The purpose of that was to find out what was behind that wall. And the answer seems to be not a lot. Unless this was the access to the tunnel. Well, if they did have a separate tunnel, likely to have been there somewhere. It's right next to these houses, so I can't imagine they've left it. I think we might have to give up on that one, guys. Oh, there is a track kind of leads up there. What am I doing? It's the jungle here. If we lost, oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. What's that? What is that? Ladies and gentlemen, the tunnel entrance. I can't believe it. Amazing. That is absolutely unbelievable. My gosh, who would have thought that was still here? A very well sealed door, I have to say. Welded closed. There's no lock on the door, it's been welded shut. Chisel job, that one. At least the tunnel's dry, look. No water seepage. And up there, the romantic in me, you can see blackening from the smoke box. Got to have been blackened by smoke from the engines, isn't it? What gorgeous. Right, well, I'll leave you with that scene. I hope you enjoyed this journey as much as I did. I'm now going to battle my way back into Monmouth to the car park, hopefully before my parking time runs out. If you enjoyed that, why not join me on the next one? Parkinson's walks out.